Hello YouTubers, it's Johnny Quest here again, working on this Bmw 335i twin turbo. And what I'm trying to do today is clean my evaporator that collects all the mold and mildew and stuff like that and stinks up the inside of your cabin pretty bad. So in order to get to that evaporator, you got to take out some things, some panels, the blower, and you still need to get some type of tube to blow into the evaporator because it's maybe a foot, maybe 6 inches away through a vent. But at any rate, this is the blower right here. I just pulled it out, and I just wanted to show you a few things on this blower. As you can see, this plug I pulled out already. This connects to this resistor type part here, and these can be unclipped right here. You just squeeze right here and pull them out, and then the main one is right here. Same scenario, you squeeze it and pull it out. And the really nice thing about that on this blower that BMW did, which I'm kind of surprised they did it, because usually it's something difficult to do on BMW. And what they did is they put this tab right here, which is this one here, this tab. And what it is, it's a lock basically, because when it's mounted, there is like a mounting bracket that like surrounds it, like my two fingers here, kind of like that, and keeps it from moving right to left. So when you pull it out, you have to pull down. It's going to be down because when it's inside, it's going to be, like this. It's going to be like that. It's going to be like that inside the car. So you need to pull down on this tab here. So you'll be pulling down. Obviously it's going to be like that, down. And put this back in real quick. And then once you pull this down, you have to pull down and turn it clockwise, and then it'll fall out. But the thing is there is a harness that goes around here. It's a pretty thick harness. So you want to make sure that that harness is either pulled back or pushed out of the way, because if you're pulling on this and the harness is in the way, you might pinch your finger in there. Between this pinch point and the harness, it might get pinched, so you got to be careful. So you're going to pull down, when it's in the car, you'll be pulling down and turning clockwise, and then it'll fall out. The other little obstacle that is that's in the way is this vent. I don't know if you can see it very good. Yeah, maybe right there. This little vent tubing here. Let me see, get some more light on this. Yeah. Let's see. So this tubing right, this vent tube right here, you have to pull it down a little bit, and then once you get it down a little bit, you'll be able to finagle the motor out. And then here is the other main clip that I unclipped right here. Like I said, you just squeeze. A better shot, squeeze here and pull it out, and that goes into the big slot over here on the blower motor. But before you even do any of that stuff, I mean, the main panel that you pull out is pretty easy. It's only a couple of torque screws, and it's this one right here, and that just goes underneath. That just goes underneath, pretty much just like that. There's only two screws that hold it in place. Let me zoom out here. So that's the main panel that I took off right there. And like I said, there's only two screws, one here, one here. Boom, you take it out. And then, like I said, disconnect these main clips. Boom, boom. If you were changing the resistor here, you'd disconnect this one, obviously. But and then, like I said, when you get inside there, you'll be pulling up. I mean, not up, but down actually, because this thing will be upside down. It'll be like this. So you'll be pulling down, and then you'll turn it clockwise, and then it'll fall right out. And as I told you before, this little tubing ventilation here, this is kind of in the way. Just pull it down a little bit, and that gives you enough room to finagle the whole motor out. So it's pretty cool that BMW put that little lock on there to make this thing come out pretty easily. And I just want to show you inside how the mold that's built up onto the sides of the where the motor fits in there. And that's just, you know, where the motor's at. Imagine going down towards the evaporator, how moldy and dirty it is. We're right inside here. If I can get I gotta go to the other side. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a good shot here. Get my light over here. Let's see. Where's the... See that green mold? You see the green mold right there? There's a lot of mold built up in and around the motor already, and that all needs to be cleaned. See that green mold there? That's all mold built up from the incoming dust and particles from outside. And then over here, let me turn on this other light if I can. Turn on this other light real quick. Yeah. Now see, there's the ventilation slot I was talking about. Well, I'm gonna have to go through there. It might go on like 6-12 inches, who knows how far it goes back, and that's where the evaporator's at. And that's what I need to clean out. So I'm gonna try to access the evaporator from this angle here. And if I can get some type of cleaning fluid in there, you know, anything Lysol, Pine Sol, any type of cleaner in there, and shoot it through that vento onto the evaporator. I mean, it's got to be, you know, anything is better than doing nothing. That should take care of most of the problem. But here I am.